This is Murray Farms 2021 peanut inverting or peanut shaking. They are out here today with a John Deere 7830 with a KMC 6-row inverter, or digger shaker inverter as KMC refers to it. They also have an 8285R with another KMC 6-row shaker also in the same field. And they're inverting this field of irrigated peanuts. I've actually had footage of this field being planted back this spring. I'll link it at the end of the video. It was being planted with this same tractor. And this is a power shift tractor. I've ridden in this tractor before. I actually have some video of it somewhere on here. Must have been a good tractor because they've had it for quite a while. Today's date is October the 21st, 2021. You know, there always people talking about jobs they hated or don't like to do. Inverting peanuts used to be one of the jobs I hated doing the worst. Now that's back when I was doing it. That was well before GPS guidance and auto steer. It was something that you were constantly having to pay attention to where you were at, because the rows are not easy to find on these peanut plants. Especially these aren't too bad because they're kind of planted on some beds, so to speak, but you get the ones that are flat planted and they're a pain in the ass. With auto steer, they don't even have to look forward hardly. They're constantly watching behind them to make sure they're not got something on the blade that cuts the roots off, because it's easy to get grass wrapped on it or a piece of plastic or anything it finds out in the field, and it'll start plowing the peanuts over instead of digging them up. But if you can see the guy in the cab, all he's doing is looking behind him constantly. But you used to couldn't do that. You had to be watching forward and backwards, and it would wear your neck out. And this particular tractor is a 7830. You look real close here, you can see these blades I was telling you about. They got some peanuts caught on them right now. Those are the undercutter blades. Those things have to be replaced after about every 30 or 40 acres. They don't really have to be replaced. They have to be taken off and sharpened. Once the edge gets worn off of them, you put on a new set that's been sharp, and then you can go for another 30, 40 acres. And there are companies around our area that actually that's what they do, is sharpen these blades. People will send pallets of them. These large farms that's got 3 inverters running and plowing up 6,000, 12,000 acres of peanuts. They go through a lot of blades. Back when I was doing it, it was only a 2-row shaker, not a 6-row shaker. They do make an 8-row now, but I've only seen them in pictures. I've never seen them out in operation. And the reason why we don't see them a lot in our area is because all the peanuts are either planted with 6-row or 12-row equipment for the most part. There's a few 8-rows, but most of them are 6 or 12. And even with auto steer and all that, trying to invert something that was planted with 8 rows with a 6-row, it can cause some problems. Most of the ones I've seen running the 8 rows are on 30-inch row space, and these are all 36 and 38 inch around our area, mainly 36. And I have had a few people ask questions on why they pull so far forward and then back up. A lot of it is to do to get their guidance set. They go on and let their tractor guidance system get online, and then they back up and it gets them straight. They can't afford for it to be off and engage it and then go, and they're off a little bit. It starts everything off crooked. And you can see where all the inverting takes place is back here with these rollers and these rods. And you actually have to manually bend those rods to get them to work correctly. Once you get them set, they're pretty much set, but sometimes it can take several acres and a lot of damn headaches to get them set where you want them, to where they're inverting them, where the peanuts are being flipped over 90 degrees. A lot of times it'll only flip them over halfway, or it won't throw the tops all the way in, and they'll kind of fall apart on them. Good operators know how to set it up so where it does it right. Well, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out some other videos on YouTube under South Georgia Farming. I think I have the largest amount of videos dealing with farming in the southeastern United States.